Today on the Topic Show, Disney hostile takeover gains even more support. Vivek on George Santos being expelled goes viral. Teachers union contract says they can treat kids differently based on their race. Disney completes their purchase of Hulu. AT&T to partner with Ericsson for a wireless network. And Panera Bread is being blamed for yet another death from their caffeinated lemonade. All of that and much more on the Topic Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Guys, he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of December, so if you click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Disney's check for Hulu clearing for $8.5 billion, giving Disney 100% control of Hulu. Now, this comes to us thanks to lightreading.com, and it's one of those instances where it's been heavily speculated this moment was going to come sooner rather than later. Disney, for the longest time, had owned 2/3 of the company, or also known as 66.66 repeating percentage points. Now, Comcast had the remaining 33% for quite some time, and it looks like this is actually from Comcast President Mike Cavanaugh. He said, quote, "We've collected an $8.5 billion check on Friday, December 1st. The check cleared. It's in the accounts," unquote. Which is also kind of funny to think that they sent $8.5 billion on an old-fashioned paper check, which some might argue it's more secure than sending it over them internets or the Wi-Fi. Oh, not Wi-Fi, you know what I mean, in terms of online electronic transactions for finances. Plus, I can't imagine the fees. But nevertheless, sometimes check is a good way to go. Now, the only interesting part, I actually thought the company was going to be valued more in terms of the overall valuation of Hulu. A couple of months ago, we actually were told that they estimated the transaction would go through for about $8 billion. And that was based on valuation of Hulu at the time. Now that Disney is able to bring that whole thing to 100% ownership, it'll be interesting to see how long they keep the applications separately and the user experience separately, or if at the end of the day, they just combine it all into Disney Plus streaming services, which someday may turn a profit. Allegedly. Maybe. Perhaps. They've lost a couple $1 billion on that initiative, and let's just say they're moving in the right direction in some regards for Disney Plus. The losses are beginning, I believe the last fiscal quarter said they lost about $400 million, which is an improvement from the billions they were losing on it. So they're slowly going in the right direction, but it'll be interesting to see with all the increased vigor about the boycotting Disney and them pissing off Elon and X by withdrawing their advertising funds because, frankly, they just don't believe in free speech. It'll be interesting to see how much that throws a curveball into Disney Plus and maybe even makes it so that perhaps they never do make a profit. But as I always say, time shall tell. Again, thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of December. So if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment is a great way to leave some feedback so I can know how to make the show better and better, so you try to improve the production quality. Lastly and finally, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.